All right. Thank you for coming on such short notice. We had some developments in the car being taken with the two small children in. As you know, at Roberto Clemente School, a mother went to go pick up another child. She left two small children in the car. We're not going to comment too much on the specifics, but I will say the car was running and keys were in it. The children were found approximately an hour later at Rice Field. In the meantime, at one point during the evening, with every officer available in the city and detective out on the streets, and Officer Mastriani from the Narcotics Enforcement Unit spotted the car. They weren't able to get the car. At that point, the car fled, but he did identify the possible driver. That person was a 14-year-old who had a previous juvenile warrant not related to this, to what we call a take into custody. This morning, Officer Hall located that person, took him into custody. Detectives from the Major Crimes Unit interviewed with the assistance of the mother, which we very much are thankful that the mother was cooperative, and he told the story of what happened. I'm not going to get too much into the story, but he did say that he was in the area of Roberto Clemente, and the car was running, and that's what they call on the street as a runner, you know, for stolen car code. They jump in the car. They didn't notice the children were in there for quite some time, according to them, and then dropped the children off at Rice Field. There was just a second arrest made of an 18-year-old related to this incident. We're not clear on the direct relation, but we'll get that to you, and we'll get that name to you later. The car was recovered at Eblin's in West Haven this afternoon by detectives from the Criminal Intel Unit. We thank the news agencies for putting out a speedy response. There was an Amber Alert in process, but it did not get fully out by the time the children were recovered. But the speedy response of you guys in putting the word out there, we really appreciate that. But most importantly, we thank the Good Samaritan, Cassandra Montero. What a great job she did, not recognizing that the kids shouldn't be alone at Rice Field and stopping and calling and staying with them until we arrived. We can't thank her enough. The police department and New Haven is grateful to her. I'll take questions if you want.
Do you know what the folks who are arrested are charged with?
So at this time, the juvenile is only charged with his warrant. We are drafting a warrant for him.
And how about the 18-year-old?
We'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Not related to the direct car incident, but a theft incident.
How old were the kids?
One was 9 months and 5 years of age.
I'm a little unclear about this, the chronology here. So, your mother went in, the car had the key, some guy was out stealing cars, drove it around, he didn't realize the kids were in it. He took it to Rice Field to let the kids off? Or what?
Yeah, he took the kids out of the car physically at that point.
And then drove away.
And then drove away.
So the Good Samaritan didn't see the car, just saw the kids.
Yes.
And then he went looking for the car and he found the car in West Haven.
Today we found the car in West Haven, but last night the car was spotted with the driver, but we weren't able to catch him.
So when did you catch the driver?
This morning.
With the car?
Nope, the driver was picked up on a separate warrant, taken to custody, not related to this
How
incident.
did you know his identity when you picked him up?
Because we saw him in the car last night.
So you picked up someone unrelated warrant and said, hey, he looks like the guy, or you saw the guy last night?
No, Officer Mastriani's familiar with the kid, sees him, makes ID that last night. So we picked him up this morning on an unrelated warrant.
What kind of car?
2015 Mercedes wagon. I will get you the plate.
A Mercedes?
Correct.
Now, in reference to the mother, we're still investigating. She may have not gone fully inside the school, and even the suspect had mentioned that the mother was in close proximity to the car. So we're gonna take everything into account, pull video, and find out, you know, if there will be charges for the mother or not.
Where are the kids now?
The kids are safe with their mom.
With the mom.
Correct.
And also, Yale Child Study and DCF has been involved in this case as well.
How common is it for a car that's left running to be stolen? Is that something you see often?
Yes, very often. There's actually terminology for it, a runner. So,
Officer Mastriani, you said, knew this kid from whatever else. Has he been involved in other stolen car incidents?
this kid?
Yeah.
I believe the TIC is for stolen cars. The take into custody, excuse me, the warrant.
anything to draw from the fact that Mastriani knew him, the kind of work he does as a cop, how crucial this was to the case? Like, are these kids safe because as a cop who did a lot of this kind of work and knew the guy and thought fast, got a good look?
Yeah, I mean, this is a kid that works in the Hill normally, but he's pulled out of his regular duties. He's working in the narcotics enforcement unit because he is a good cop, and he's out there. All hands on deck. As soon as this happened, everybody came out looking for the car. He spots the car before they can get it safely stopped. It gets away. So him having the knowledge of everybody in the Hill area was huge, yes. Anything else?
The 18-year-old is believed to be involved in the incident, but not as driven the car, or can you explain?
At this time, he's arrested on a warrant related to items being stolen out of the car, but we don't know if he was in the car at the time of the theft of the car and taking of the children. It's very clear that these kids did not mean to steal a car with children in it. That's the one thing we want to make clear. And as soon as they realize it, they tried to remedy it, not probably the greatest way, but we want to tell the citizens of New Haven, don't leave your car running with keys in it, especially with children in it. And like I said, we're going to follow up on the investigation. The mother was in close proximity, possibly even sight of the car, so.
Is she the one who called the police? They were like, kids, how did you find out?
Yes, originally, I believe so.
And the car was actually running.
Yes, the car was running.
Do you think the driver of the car brought the kids to Rice Field because kind of isolated away from everything?
Absolutely. He even admitted that he didn't want to get caught, so we brought it there. But he also stated that he thought there was a car in close proximity that would see him. So he had the mindset of the kids being found. Did I miss anything, Chief? Anything else?
Thank you.
I just want to make sure that
Sure.
the 14-year-old was he the driver above the car?
Yes,
Okay, so he was taken into custody because of
a prior warrant.
prior warrant, and the 18-year-old was taken into custody because he had items that were in the car?
Yes, he had something stolen from the car, and he was charged with we walked a warrant through today for that. More information about that will be released shortly, but.
How did you find the kid this morning? So you knew who it was, and actually I knew it was this 14-year-old kid.
Oh, Officer Hall from the Hill area knows the kid very well, knew where he would be this morning.
Oh, really? Where was that? You can't say.
I'm not sure. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.